A whole new world.
Okay, who wants to get us underway?
Hey Enzo, just looking ahead to Arsenal, you've said a few times this season about how, you know, Arsenal are lucky they've had a manager for more than 5 years now, and that's a sign of their progress. Is it that he's been under pressure a lot lately, Mikel Arteta, because he's not won a trophy apart from the FA Cup when he first took over? Is it a sign of perhaps strength or a sign of weakness from the Arsenal board that they've not made that change, or how do you read that from the Arsenal board that they've stuck with him?
I'm focused about Chelsea and about Arsenal, and not about Mikel.
Okay, but you've mentioned it yourself prior to this. You've talked about Arsenal and the fact that they've had the manager for a long time. So you've spoken about it before. What's your take on the fact that they've stuck with him for so long? Is it a good sign for managers as a whole that clubs can be this patient?
It's question for Arsenal board.
Okay, but you have spoken about it before, though. That's why I've asked.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just said that Arsenal, they have the same manager last 5 years. Then if it's correct or not, it's no question for me.
So is it still a team that Chelsea would aspire to be like, that you would like Arsenal to Chelsea to be more like, to follow that model? You've said that before.
No, Chelsea is going to follow the model that they want to follow. They don't need to copy Arsenal.
Okay.
James?
Enzo, how big do you think the gap is between Chelsea and Arsenal right now?
It's quite big. The reason why is because they are working with the same manager 5 years. So the difference is quite important. With same players, they already played for some important game. But our target, our duty is to close that gap between us and them. In this moment, the table just said that the difference between us and them is, I think, 6 points, if I'm not wrong. So we are quite close, but we have still 9 games to go.
You've got a good chance of winning a competition this year in Europe, but if you did qualify for the Champions League next season via the league, would that feel like a trophy in itself?
In this moment, we have 2 targets. That is finish top 4 or top 5 for Champions League, and the other one is the conference. This club, this club used to play final and fight for titles. So if we are able to give to the fans and to the club again this chance to fight for title, I think it's important for us.
Ben?
Has the 5-0 from last season, even though it was before your time, been watched in detail and used as a motivating factor?
No, we played the first leg at home here. I think it was 1-1. We played a very good game, and I didn't use for any motivation last year game.
Can I just ask you as well about goalkeepers? You had said Philip Jorgensen was the Premier League goalkeeper, played tonight. Is Rob Sanchez likely to play in that game?
Yeah, will be Robert playing against Arsenal.
Do you expect any changes of goalkeeper now in the Premier League between now and the end of
But
the season?
since we started, the idea was not to change keeper, but sometimes you have to modify. You have to be flexible with your idea. We do this in the game plan. We do this the way we want to attack, the way we want to defend. But also we need to be flexible on players. I think Robert needs some days off, or at least rest with this head, with mentally. And now he's back. Hopefully we are not going to change until the end. Also because I said many times we are quite happy with both keepers.
Neil?
Yeah, and so you said it there, you're only 6 points behind Arsenal. Could be 3 on Sunday. Are they catchable in second place?
Yeah, and they can be 9. At the moment they are 6. We are not focused in if they can be 3 or 9 or 6. We are just focused how we can do our game, how we can try to beat them, and then hopefully we can do that and we can be more close.
But the run you're on, it could be a target. Second place could be a target for you now.
Yeah, it could be a target for sure. It's our duty to do our best, but in the same time, I think the target for us is Sunday game, and then game after game to see how we can go close.
Rob?
You told us a lot that your preferred style is you want your team to control the ball, control the play. Is it realistic to think you can go away to Arsenal, play them at the Emirates, control the game, control the ball?
If can be realistic?
Do you think it's realistic for your team to go away to Arsenal.
But the intention will be that. Then if we are able or not depends a lot from the opponent. They just said to me that Pedro Neto tonight did the sprint, the quick sprint and the long sprint, 90 minutes. I don't know if you remember the sprint that he did at the end. But the reason why was because we were sitting back, we were at the edge of our box. So if we plan the game sitting back and wait, for sure our strikers, wingers, they are going to do 20 sprint for 70 meters. But when you play most of your game in the opposite side, there is no space to do that kind of sprint. So Arsenal, our plan is to control the game, but also it's a team that they're going to try to press high and they're going to try to be aggressive, and probably we have more space to attack in behind.
Peter.
Hi Enzo. You mentioned it a bit just before about the results. You've won 4 in a row now. But I don't know if you feel the performances have been the best or like we saw earlier in the season. I was wondering though if you feel the team have turned a corner from the recent run form. Do you feel like you've won 4 games in a row now, the team have turned the corner and put that sort of winter blip behind them?
No, I try to judge game after game. I think we lost some game where we didn't deserve to lose. I still remember probably Bournemouth away that we won, but we didn't deserve to win. But also we draw points in games that we deserve points. Bill away, I think we deserve points for sure. But it's football. Now it's 4 games in a row, yeah, but it doesn't mean that now we are going to win all the games or we are going to lose all the games. It's just game by game. Now the important thing is that we are almost in April, quarter final, 4th in the league, and hopefully we can, as I said many times, we can bring this club where this club belongs to, that is different competition, and we're going to try to do our best.
And you've got Wesley Fofana and Romeo Lavia available. I mean, when you look at the games that they've missed, that seems to correlate with some of the more difficult results that the team have had. How important?
Absolutely.
To the way your team plays.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's not excuse, it's reality. But it's for us, it's for all the club. For when you lose important player, for some moment of the season, we lost 3 players that they are the ones that they score more goals. Nico, injury, Noni Madueke injury, and Cole that in this moment is struggled to score goals. So we are in the last 4 or 5 weeks, the 3 guys that score more goals for us, no one of the, I mean, 2 of them, they are not available, 1 is available, but it's a bit unlucky, he's missing goal. But there are more players that they are doing well.
Kieran.
Hi, Enzo. Arsenal obviously don't have any fit strikers. Yourselves don't have any fit strikers. So it's like the strikers London derby. How weird is that planning tactically, and how much do you relish sort of going up against Arteta and seeing whose tactics come out?
Yeah, it's quite strange for both because we have all of them injury, but I think they are trying to find solution. We are trying to find solution at the same time. Pedro, since we start, is doing, I think, very well in that position. And we see if Sunday we use Pedro there or we change something. We're gonna see. But for sure, as I said before, all the clubs during the season, they have moments where they have injury, so they need to adapt. They need to be flexible and try to find solution.
I'm gonna finish with Jacob.
Enzo, I think when you were at West Ham, you would have come across Declan Rice when he was much younger. Did you, at the time, see a £100 million player? And also, just for Sunday, how do you see the way to stop him in the field?
Top player.
Did you see him becoming this good when he was at that age?
In this moment, he's a top player.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you. Thank you very much.